The moment I felt the venomous snake's fangs in my leg, I knew I had met death. The burning sensation spreading through my body, swelling veins, trembling hands, and I was alone in a forest where no one could find me. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a real survival story that happened to me. My name is David Chen. I'm 31 years old, and I work as a wildlife photographer in Oregon. I've been making a living from nature photography for 9 years, but that day everything went wrong, and I almost died from a venomous snake bite. This story shows how unpredictable and dangerous nature can be, and how to survive alone in the forest after a snake bite. Now, I'm going to share those terrifying 8 hours with you in every detail, because this information might save your life one day. I was born and raised in Oregon. I live near Portland and specialize in wildlife photography. Oregon's forests, mountains, wildlife, I know them all very well. I usually work in safe areas, but sometimes I go to remote places for special projects. I've been doing this job for 9 years, and I have a very close relationship with nature. Bears, deer, eagles, I've photographed them all, but I've always stayed away from snakes. 15 species of venomous snakes live in Oregon, and they're all dangerous. Everything started 2 weeks ago. In May, I set out to photograph a rare eagle species in the Cascade Mountains, 50 miles east of Portland. I had been preparing for this project for 6 months. The eagle species I was targeting was very shy and could only be seen at certain hours, in certain places. That's why I had to work alone, quietly. I left Portland at 6 a.m. The weather was beautiful. 65 degrees Fahrenheit, clear sky, light wind. May was the perfect photography season for Oregon. I had carefully prepared my equipment: professional camera and lenses, tripod, camouflage tent, water and food, first aid kit, cell phone, GPS, flashlight, and of course, hiking boots. But I didn't have anti-venom serum. Let me give you the first important lesson here. Always carry anti-venom serum when going into the wild. It saves lives, especially during seasons when snakes are active. The first 4 hours went perfectly. While progressing through the forest, I saw magnificent views. I climbed high rocks to find the eagle. I took wonderful shots with my camera. Around 11 a.m., I saw the eagle I was targeting. It was a very rare western screech owl, in a perfect position in sunlight. I started taking incredible photographs. I was so focused that I forgot about other things around me. To get closer shots of the eagle, I decided to enter thick vegetation. That's when I made the mistake. I stepped without focusing on the ground. When I lifted the dry leaves under my foot, I saw it. Timber rattlesnake, about 4 feet long, thick, brown patterned, and very angry. It was violently shaking its rattle, but it was too late. It was already in motion. Let me give you the second critical lesson here. Snakes are very fast. When you see one, freeze. Don't make sudden movements. But I couldn't do this. I reflexively tried to pull back, but the snake was faster than me. Its fangs pierced the lower part of my right leg, 4 inches above my ankle. The pain was incredible. It was like a red-hot iron being pressed against my leg. The snake fled quickly after biting. I was left in shock. For the first 30 seconds, I didn't know what to do. Then, my survival training kicked in. I immediately took action. First, I examined the bite site. There were 2 holes, fang marks. The area around it started swelling rapidly. Blood was flowing, but not much. The real problem was the venom. Let me give you the third vital lesson here. The first 10 minutes after a snake bite are critical. Don't panic. Take action immediately. I took out my cell phone. No signal. I was too deep in the forest. My GPS was working, but the nearest road was 9 miles away. At that moment, I realized I had to survive alone. I couldn't call an ambulance. I couldn't get help. While venom was spreading through my body, I had to treat myself. I opened my first aid kit. It contained bandages, antiseptic, painkillers, but no anti-venom. I started applying the most basic treatments. First, I cleaned the bite site. Then I started keeping my leg below heart level to slow down the spread of venom. Let me give you the fourth critical lesson here. If snake venom reaches the heart, it's fatal. Keep the bite site below heart level. Minimize movement. In the first 15 minutes, the swelling continued to grow. My leg became twice its normal size. Color change began. Red, purple, black. After 20 minutes, systemic effects began. Nausea, dizziness, heart palpitations. The venom had mixed into the bloodstream. At this point, I had to make a critical decision. Would I stay here and wait for rescue, or would I move and try to find help? According to GPS, the nearest road was 9 miles away. Under normal conditions, I could walk it in 3 to 4 hours. But with my current condition, it seemed impossible. But I had no choice. If I stayed here, I would definitely die. Even though movement was risky, it was my only chance. I slowly started walking. Every step was painful. My leg was swollen, heavy, throbbing. But I couldn't stop. In the first hour, I could only advance 1.2 miles. I stopped frequently, caught my breath, checked my condition. In the second hour, it became even harder. Venom effects were increasing. Blurred vision, slurred speech, muscle weakness. My coordination was impaired. Let me give you the fifth vital lesson here. Snake venom affects the nervous system. Your motor functions are impaired. You experience coordination problems. In the third hour, hallucinations began. Sometimes I heard sounds that weren't there. I saw colors differently. The venom had reached my brain. But I continued walking, following the GPS, trying to advance in the right direction. I was using a stick against falling. In the fourth hour, I reached the point of collapse. I was very weak, very tired. My leg had turned completely purple. But the road was very close. According to GPS, only 2 miles remained. I motivated myself for the final effort. David, you can do it. Don't give up. The road is very close. In the fifth hour, a miracle happened. I heard a car engine sound in the distance. I had reached the road. But cars were passing very fast. The first 2 cars didn't see me. The third car, a pickup truck, stopped. A middle-aged man got out. "Jesus, what happened to you?" he said. "Snake. Bit me. Hospital," I said. Speaking had become difficult. The man immediately understood. He took me into the truck and started taking me to the nearest hospital. It was a 20-minute drive. At the hospital, anti-venom treatment started immediately. They opened an IV line, gave venom neutralizer. The doctor said, "You're very lucky. If you had come 1 to 2 hours later, organ failure would have started." I stayed in the hospital for 3 days. Kidney functions, heart rhythm, brain activity. They monitored everything. Surprisingly, there was no permanent damage. A scar remained on my leg, but it's fully functional. The doctor said, "I've never seen a snakebite patient who walked such a long distance." The techniques I shared with you kept me alive. Immediate response. The first 10 minutes after a snakebite are critical. Don't panic. Take systematic action. Wound management. Clean the bite site. Keep it below heart level. Monitor swelling. Movement decision. If you can't get help, you may have to move. Do risk/benefit analysis. GPS navigation. Use technology to the maximum. GPS saves lives. Physical endurance. Mental strength and determination are very important. You can exceed your physical limits. This experience taught me, nature is beautiful but unpredictable. 1 minute peaceful photography, the next minute, life-threatening emergency. Most importantly, prevention is always better than cure. With proper preparation, safety equipment, and awareness, most accidents can be prevented. Thank you so much for listening to me. If this story taught you something, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can share your outdoor experiences in the comments. See you in the next video with a new survival story. Take care of yourselves.